Welcome back to 15th episode of Angular tutorial. So we are going to discuss services. So again, one more building blocks of the Angular is the service. So we are going to discuss like what are the services, how to create service, how to inject the service, and scenarios where we have to use the services, what else we can do with the service. So everything we are going to discuss. Now, when we talk about service, service is nothing but a class. Consider you have some code which is going to be repeatedly used in almost all the component, or some piece of reusable logic you have again related with the code. So instead of writing that code again and again in the all the component, right, even pipes or even directives, so you can put that reusable code into service, and wherever you need that you can use that. So I know like in the JavaScript or the .NET or the Java, wherever, like if you are already working on another technology, so you might know this concept already. Reusability, right? So that's what service will help us to achieve. Fine. Now, so again, by using Angular CLI, we can create the service also. So we have created pipes and component. Just like that, we will create one more folder to create the or to store the services. Services. Now let's open a new terminal. So here ng generate service. Either you can write the full form also. Let's say master name. I'm giving just a master service. So this is the command to create the service. Now what we can do with the service. So from storing your API call function to create some utility, array filtering, array sorting, some operations, anything, whatever your reusability logic, you can do it over here. So this is what service look like. We have an injectable decorator above the class. In case of component, we had component decorator. See, here we have component decorator. In case of pipe, we have pipe decorator. So decorators will help you to understand extra information about the class. That's how Angular process the various classes, but everything it is classes only. Now in this service, what I will do, I will create a function. Let's go with very basic. Let's try to create a function which will help us to get the or it will just help us to get the sum of two number, a very basic one. So we will create a function, get sum. Fine. Now this function will have two parameters. Let's say we are talking about the number of two numbers, data type number, comma, num2 number. So see, we have created a function which has two parameters, num1 and num2. Now what we need to do, we need to create a sum of it. So I'm just creating a local variable. Result is equal to what I will do, num1 plus num2. Fine. Then we just need to return. So return result. Okay. So this is a simple example of a function we can create in a service. A function where we have two parameter, whatever the parameter we have, that we are going to do the addition and return the sum. Now, in overall your project, wherever you need to do the sum of two number, again, this is just a small example, but consider you have a logic which has so many number of lines, right? Just for explain the concept, I'm taking this example, but in real case, it will be so number of lines of will be there. So consider like in your project, you have so many places where you have to do the addition. So this is the function which you will call. Now let's say in admin component, first of all, let me check if we have admin, no, signal component we will use. So let's say in signal component, we have to do the addition of it. So in ng on init, what I will do, constant result is equal to. Now I need the addition of two number. So what I can do, I can inject my service. So just like HTTP client is also service, but that is by default provided by the Angular. Now we have created our own service, that is master. So master service is equal to inject. Either you inject or you put it into the constructor. Both are doing the same thing. Master. Fine. So we have injected our service. This is how you inject your service. Either like this or in constructor private master like this. Either you use this way or you use they. Both are fine. Okay. Now, so over here, this dot master service dot. Currently, we just have one function, so it is suggesting that this function needs parameter. Let's say 12, comma 50. We have passed the two parameter. Let's add a debugger over here. Then same debugger, I will add it in my function also. So see how does it execute. Oh my God, I added it in the user. Let me check if I have created the route for the user. Yeah, we have not created it. Okay, we have it, users. Let's try to hit this page now. Let's try to inspect because on the page load we are doing it. Fine. So see, currently we are in the user component, ngOnIt function got triggered. Now in ngOnIt, what we are doing, we are calling this function from our service. And while calling this function, we are passing two parameter also. Once I click on continue, see over here, we got it. We are doing the addition of it and we are returning the result. 62 we are returning. So see, here we got the addition. So overall your application, wherever you need the sum of two number, instead of writing that logic in every component, now you will use the function which you already declared over here. So this is reusability. You have declared a function once and you are using it in every component or service or other service also you can use it. So this is your service. Now this is also one use to create your utility API utility functions. Then mostly what we use services for creating our API call function. Now let's say in user component, we have done this API call. Let's say this API call data, we need it several components. So instead of writing this API call in every component, what we do, we write our API call code, API call function code into our service. So what we can do first, to do the API call integration, we need to inject our service, that is HTTP client. So private HTTP colon HTTP client. So we injected our service. Then get users, a function we will create. Then this dot http dot get, and what we need to pass, the URL. Let's get the URL. So this is my URL. Let's say get all user. This will go over here. Now this get function returns observable type of data. See over here. This get function from HTTP library returns observable type of data. So this function we need to, whatever the API call response we get, that we need to return. So this is very basic API call function of your, this is your basic prototype of your function, which has the API call. Okay. Whenever you create a function which is going to have API call, so you simply return the data, whatever you get from the get function. Okay. So in master service, you have created a function which is going to trigger a API call. Now in user component, now instead of this code, what you will do, user master service we have already integrated. So this dot master service dot, now in master service we have two function, get sum and get user. Now I need the instance of get user. I am invoking this function, but this function is returning observable type of data. Whatever it is returning observable, we can subscribe to that. Again, in the coming episode, we will explain like observable, what is observable, subscription, what is, but for now, understand this, okay? Because we are seeing the basic topic. So if a function is returning observable type of data, we can subscribe to it. So subscribe, round bracket, result colon any, and we can subscribe the data. Now, so whatever we did over here, same thing we'll do over here. Let's add a debugger everywhere and let's try to understand the code and the execution, how it works. Here also I'm adding a debugger. Once we get the response there also, and here also. Fine. Let's see now. Let's open the console. See now how execution flows happens. Once I reload, okay, now I'm in the get user function. From this, I'm calling function from my service. So it will go over there. See, now from here API call will trigger, and API call will, once the API call response data is there, then again control flow will go back to the component. See, we got the response. So this function returns the data we get from the API and it will execute this callback. It's like a callback. So whenever this function returns the data, this callback will execute. Okay. From the JavaScript, if you have gone through all the topics, so you might know promise and the callback. So it is like that. So this is nothing but a callback when this function returns something, right? So now earlier what we used to store, how we used to create the API call into our component. Now instead of writing the API call function into component, we can move that API call function into our service. Again, in the post API, you will have a parameter, again, URL and the object you will pass. So whatever normally we use, normally we don't create our API call function into component. We create a service and there also we move it. Okay. Now, again, like we can use the service to store data also. Let's say something app name string singular app. So you can see in service, we have created a variable and that variable we have stored the data. Now this data we can access across all the all the component and pipes and directive wherever you want. So that will be like constant app data, this dot master service dot c, only one variable is there. Likewise, you access the data, right? So these are the various use cases of service. You can store the data also. You can write the utility function also. You can create our API call function as well. Fine. Now this service, just like single service, you can create multiple service also. And how do you inject? So either by using the inject method or by using the constructor, you can inject our services into component pipes and directory anywhere. Fine. So this is the service, how we create the service and how do we use the service. Again, moving forward, again, in the advanced section, we are going to see subject, behavior, subject, how do we create it, right? So many things are again there what we can do with the service. So that will be covering in the advanced series. Fine. Again, if you are new, please do like and subscribe. In the video description, you will be able to find a WhatsApp group link, WhatsApp chat, WhatsApp group link there that you can join. You can directly connect with me also if you have any doubts or query. Fine. Please do like and comment.